Hi everybody, and welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Andrea Evans, and I'm the owner of the law firm of Andrea Hens Evans. And at my firm, I'm proud to say that we provide patent, trademark, and copyright legal services. So you may have seen some other videos here on Facebook. Thank you again for your support. You probably know that this year I just celebrated my firm's 10th anniversary, so I'm very proud of that, and I want to thank you again for your continued support. And for all of my clients that are watching, thank you so much for allowing my firm to represent you. So I'm joining you live today on Facebook because I wanted to talk about the strength of your trademark. So first, let's just take a step back and even ask ourselves, what is a trademark? So a trademark is a source identifier. It protects your brand. So you can trademark a word, a sound, a scent, a symbol, anything that people identify your business with, including an image, can be protected with a trademark. So I've had success just recently trademarking three-dimensional shapes, also trademarking hashtags. So those are things that can be protected with the federal trademark. Now, if you are still a little confused and you're saying, well, I have a favorite word or I have a symbol that I want to protect, you can protect it, but again, the mark either has to be intended to be used on a product or a service or actually used on a product or a service. So don't just call my firm and say that you want to protect your favorite word. You have to actually be planning to use it or intending to use it. So share this Facebook if you think that your friends could appreciate this information, or if you know any business owners, because often what I find is you don't know what you don't know, and there's so many people that don't understand trademark law or intellectual property. So I'm happy to be a resource to you. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my firm's newsletter, you can text Evans IP Law to 444-999 and then you'll subscribe. Or you can just go the old-fashioned way of checking out our website, evansiplaw.com, and there you can learn more about our services and click on subscribe. So let's talk about the strength of your trademark. So we talked about what a trademark is, and there's a spectrum of the type of trademark you have. So that can be a very weak trademark to something that's very strong. So first, I want to tell you that you cannot trademark generic terms. So don't call my firm saying, hey, I want to trademark telephone for telephone, or I want to trademark law firm for law firm, lotion for lotion. You get the idea. Generic words cannot be trademarked. So now that we've cleared that up, that means that's extremely weak because it cannot be trademarked at all. So let's talk about what can be trademarked and how strong these terms are. So something that's fanciful means that it's a word that you actually made up. We think of Google as an example. The word does not have any dictionary definition. It's just a term that you made up, and it's a very strong word. So fanciful terms are the strongest type of trademark, and it helps for enforcing it, because when we look and see that others are infringing on your brand and it's a word that you made up, it's probably likely that it was intentional because it's a word that you made up. So if you're thinking about creating a name for your business, you may want to look at a fanciful term. Now we move down the spectrum to a word that's considered arbitrary. And a good example of an arbitrary term is apple. So we think of apple as a fruit, but we also think of apple as a brand for computers. So this is a word that means something in the dictionary but doesn't have any meaning related to your business. So it's a very strong word again. So you may want to think about creating trademarks that are fanciful or arbitrary, but then you say to yourself, well, if you create a word, oogle google, for your business, the next question is, what type of business is it? So sometimes you have to then add additional terms that are descriptive or generic so that people can identify what type of business you have. So if I say to you, I own Oogle Google, what kind of business is it? So I may want to add to my business Oogle Google Lotion. So then it clicks. Okay, you must be a lotion company. So those are the types of things to consider when you're creating a name for your business. But of course, you want to consult with a qualified trademark attorney like myself, who can help you to determine not only the strength of your mark, but whether or not you can actually protect it federally. So again, you can trademark something that you intend to use or actually use, and it's going to cost you less money to have that search done up front before you launch the business. But if you're watching this Facebook Live and you realize that, hey, you need a trademark and you haven't protected it yet, we can still help. We'll do that search, hope that no one has already trademarked it, but if they have trademarked it, if you can prove that you used it first, there still may be some rights in that name that you can claim. So think about creating a name that's strong, and as we move down the spectrum and we go from a very strong trademark, like a fanciful term, to an arbitrary term, we look at a term that may be descriptive, for instance. So slimy for some type of slime. So slime is slimy. So slimy is a feature of that word. So descriptive words can actually still be trademarked. They're a little bit weaker because more likely than not, people are using that term to describe the products. So it may be a little difficult to enforce it, but not necessarily. So never say never, because you may have a strong trademark that's worth protecting. So trademarks are so valuable. You can license them, you can assign them, you can sell them, you can will them. So whatever you can do with your real property, you can do with intellectual property. So I want to just get you thinking, especially since it's my firm's 10th anniversary this year, and I've celebrated and I've been so thankful to have so many of you allow my firm to represent you, and so many of you that share these videos, that I want to just share this information because there's not a lot of people that talk about intellectual property, but it's so valuable. So if my firm can help you with any intellectual property issues, patents, trademarks, or copyright matters, please reach out at evansiplaw.com. Subscribe to the newsletter while you're there. Text Evans IP Law to 444-999, and I have a lot of big announcements coming this year, from boards that I'm joining to television shows that I'm appearing on, to just continuing to represent my clients to the best of my ability, and effectively and cost effectively, most importantly, for you all. So again, thank you again for watching this Facebook Live. I hope you're doing great and invest in your idea. That's my federal trademark. Have a great day. Thank you.